Hi, welcome back to Ultra Shark, and I'm in the middle of nowhere. Whoa! I decided to start this video by the side of the road because I was bored starting it in the middle of my room. And so here we are. Today's lore. This is the final episode of Iando region. So, to anyone who's watched the whole series, thank you. You're all very cool. And this is the first episode where I'm not going to be looking at a book to the entire thing. I look at a tree. And, so yeah, let's begin. I don't think I have much else to say. Whoa, I'm in the middle of a field. Hello, this is Professor Shagbark, log 487. I was out on my standard research walk today, and I walked past this completely passed out, like, drunk guy on the side of the road. So weird. I think while he was garbling nonsense at me, I think he said his name was Coulter or something. I was watching him holding a bottle of liquor and another broken bottle, and I asked him what he was doing in the middle of the street. He garbled some nonsense at me and walked off quickly. I did kind of hear him say something about this being in the landing zone, so I'm definitely curious on what that meant. But other than that, it was a standard research day, so that is all for log number 487. This is Professor Shagbark, log number 488. Today on the news, there was this group of awful people named Team Ancient, and I've never seen them before. Anyway, the reason I was making this log is because I gave a starter Pokemon to these three kids in town today. The other one was named Henry, and he seemed like rival. And the other was named Cass, and she was traveling with those two as well. So I hope their adventure goes well. But other than that, the starter Pokemon giving to them and the group of people named Team Ancient, I think, that is all I've gathered today from my research. So thank you this is all for log number 488. Well, that's enough of Professor Shagbark. It's me, the champion, Cohen, otherwise known as the creator of the Iando region. Why do you think you clicked on this video? You saw the intro. And today, on my computer here, we're going to be talking about the lore of the region, which I've already explained the gimmick with the spirits, and I thought I'd expand more on that and, like, my thoughts behind it. So, story time. A while ago, I tried to do a Nuzlocke on this channel that no one watched. Like, it was Pokemon Y. I started the Nuzlocke with episode 1. It got, like, 2 views. No one watched it. And it took me, like, 2 hours to make. And I decided I don't want to waste 1,000 hours of my life making this series if it's not going to do anything for my channel. So I stopped doing it. But I think the rules of that Nuzlocke were super interesting. Where one of the rules was, if your Pokemon dies 3 times, they're dead. And I got to think about that a lot more. And over the creation of the Iando region, the thought kept waning on me. What am I going to be making the gimmick of the region? Like, every region since Gen 6 have had, like, a big major gimmick, like Mega Evolution, Z-Moves, Dynamax. And so, I had to think of a gimmick for mine. And I thought about the spirit idea, but what if they did boosts like the Roto Lotto from Gen 7? And that's kind of where the spirit idea came from. And don't worry, if your Pokemon dies, it's optional if you want to turn it into a spirit or not. You don't always have to. So, let's get to the lore. Here's the full story of the game. And I'm going to be looking down at my computer a lot to read this, so sorry. Alright, it will start with you, your player character. That's why Professor Shagbark just looked blankly into the corner, because it's your player character. You don't have a name. You put in the name, that's the whole point. We'll start with you choosing your starter, exploring the first few towns, fighting in survival a few times, collecting your first few badges. Then after about the 3rd gym, after you beat Tyler, the bank in the local town is robbed by Team Ancient. And you catch a glimpse of a man in a dark cloak being followed by a horde of Team Ancient members. You don't really do much about it because obviously the bank has already been robbed. So you go along to the main city of the region, Indianapolis. And after beating the gym leader in the town, you meet his older brother, the champion, me. The champion tells you that Professor Shagbark wants to talk to you, and Shagbark teaches you how to use and make Pokemon souls. After you're taught about that, he gives you a free Pikachu spirit. And then you go to do some more gym battles and encounter more and more ancient members just around doing stuff like Team Flare antics. But after getting the 7th badge, you are told to go back to Mulbany and not back to, this is the new town, Mulbany, and talk to Coulter, who is the gym leader, who is revealed to be the king of Team Ancient. After your gym battle with him, he says he will give you the gym badge, if you can catch him. His Gengar then uses Phantom Force and teleports him to the forest near Lufton. After you get all the way back there, you learn that the rest of Team Ancient has captured Oldighton and Impendighton, and that they have brought them here with you, while you were having your gym battle. The TP-shaped artifact from Oldighton and the eyeball-shaped jewel from Impendighton are brought together, then Coulter throws the gym badge into the 2 artifacts. The artifacts coming together spawns a new Pokemon, Surtur. Surtur picks up his enchanted, magical sword, and in one fell swoop, he destroys all of the town of Lufton. Just clean off the map. Before he can destroy more cities, you have a battle against him with 8 Pokemon. Your 6 Pokemon in the party, and the 2 legendaries with him. And this battle is still hard. Even with 8 Pokemon, Surtur would be stronger than Ultra Necrozma. This would be a difficult battle. But eventually you weaken him enough that he cannot attack. Then you can get away. Coulter pulls out and summons 28 unknowns around him. They come together and make the Pokemon Unfamiliar, who is the Psychic-type Warp-Gate Pokemon, which is the final legendary. He thinks Unfamiliar will obey him and help seal away Surtur after he sees the damage Surtur has done. But Unfamiliar turns around and sucks Coulter and Surtur away into another dimension. As he does this, the damage done from Surtur, the damage he did to the town, all goes with him into the portal. And right as the doors to, you can't see, right after the doors to Unfamiliar closes, the gym badge flies out and lands in your hand. And then, right before he leaves, Unfamiliar gives you a prophecy. Are you ready for this? This is cool. I actually had to use my brain and think about how to make a prophecy, so here we go. If 28 of me are brought together through technology in terrible weather, I will come to you in my time of need. My skills will destroy all that you plead. He then sends you a spirit of Surtur and disappears. Now, you know what? I'm going to make this cool. I'm not going to tell you the prophecy on what the prophecy means. I will put it in the comments, in the pinned comment. So, if you really want to know what it means, you can read the comments. That's the answer. However, if you want to try to figure it out yourself, go ahead and try. It's very cool. And then, after you defeat Surtur, you go to the Elite Four, and you beat the champion, me, and the end. But you can still do some post-game things. This is where you catch the 2 legendaries, and the order which you catch them, you catch whichever, the first one you catch is whatever your game is. So if you have Pokemon, if you have Pokemon Myth, you'll catch Impendighton first. If you have Pokemon Reality, you'll catch, Oldighton first. And after you get both, you can have a battle against Surtur and actually catch him. Now, obviously, he would be banned, maybe not even to Ubers, maybe all the way to AU with Mega Rayquaza, but you'll be able to catch him. And that's the lore. Let's turn it back to Cohen for the outro. Wow, wasn't that cool? That's the story of my region. And before we end off the series for good, I don't know, maybe I might make a follow-up video in a year or so, proving some Pokemon or whatever. Before we end this series off, I'd like to give a small shout-out to Fluff the Fluffier. He has a channel about the size of mine, and he recently started his own region based off of New Zealand. And He said he was inspired by someone. I wonder who that could have been. But, yeah, go check him out. He's cool. You should subscribe to him. I like his videos. So, yeah, he's a great animator. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching the Iando region series. I doubt I'll make another Pokemon region anytime soon, but I don't know. If I come up with a really good idea for one, I'll do it. But, hope you had a blast watching this series. And see you later. See you next video, whatever. Bye.